Hey y'all, it's TxStampin Sharon. I have got some gorgeous cards to share with you today. You're going to love them and they're so easy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I invite you to subscribe below and then hit that notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. As you watch my videos, I hope that I inspire you. If you ever need anything, I'd be happy to help you. You can find out how to contact me, my store, my blog, how to sign up for my newsletter where I send out project ideas and inspiration that way. You can find all that underneath the video. Just click the read more button. Let me show you my beautiful cards. On today's video, I'm going to share with you 4 cards using the Forever Fern stamp set and these cute little gold hoop embellishments from Stampin' Up. They are in the holiday catalog. If you missed them, they are so fun to play with. It's kind of addicting. I'm also going to be using the dies that go with Forever Fern, and I took all of the dies that would cut out images and I used a scrap of the brass foil sheets and just filled it up and cut them all out at one time, which makes it really fun and quick to make a bunch of cards like I did. I'm using the Stampin' Up pads that are Pear Pizzazz, Old Olive, Garden Green, and Blackberry Bliss. I have my cardstock all ready. I have a layer of Whisper White that is 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and I have a great paper saving tip to share with you. And then I have a piece of Blackberry Bliss that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. I have my Whisper White Thick that is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored and folded at 4 1/4. I pulled out my 2-inch circle punch because it fits the rings perfectly. And then I pulled out my gold twine that I'm also going to be using to tie bows. Got some dimensionals, got my adhesive, and I have my take your pick tool that comes in very handy for getting the backs off of those dimensionals. The first thing I'm going to do on the Whisper White layer that was 3 3/4 by 5 inches, I'm going to take my 2-inch circle punch and I'm going to do a little paper saving trick. Just going to punch out in the center, and I'm going to save that piece, and I'm going to save this piece for later. I'm going to just start stamping my leaves, and I wanted the stems to be aimed towards the center, but I didn't want the stem part on my card. So when I figured out that I could just punch out that center, it made my card making so much easier. I'm just alternating the leaves and stamping them randomly. I'm going to add a pop of Blackberry Bliss in here. And when you're making this type of card, no 2 cards come out the same, and that's what makes it fun too. Looks pretty silly, doesn't it? But wait till we're done. I'm going to bring my little circle back in, and I'm going to stamp hello right in the center. I'm going to add my Whisper White layer to my Blackberry Bliss. I just found doing it this way, I was able to make a lot of cards quickly, and they're all so different. It just depends on how you turn the Whisper White layer, how you alternate the leaves, whether you turn the paper portrait or landscape. It's just super fun. Okay, so we're going to place this here. I decided I'm going to go ahead and stamp the, I think this is eucalyptus. I'm going to to stamp a couple of those just in case I decide I need them to add to my card. I'm using the little dots from the stamp set, and I have Pear Pizzazz, and I'm just going to add some of these randomly on my card. I think that's good. And we're going to add these 2 layers to our card front. So I've cut out my 2 pieces of eucalyptus that are more of a purple color, but that's okay. I am happy with it. You know, when we're doing our card making, we can make anything, any color we want, right? All right, so I'm just adding some dimensionals to the back. And I want quite a few because I need it for the support to hold my ring. And I'm going to place one maybe right there. And I'm going to place another one about right here. Like I said, each one of my cards turned out totally different every time I made them, which is the fun part. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue, and I'm just going to make a little puddle right there. And what I found about these is that they're pretty long, and I can get more bang for my buck if I just cut them in half. And then just kind of take and maybe add a few. Just random, different places. And then I have my other pieces. I think I'm going to use this one this time, just to pull in some more of that brass. I have to decide, where do I want to put it? But yeah, the fun part is just placing it in different areas and just deciding, nope, that's going to go off the top. Nope, I'm going to lose too much of it. So I'm going to teach you a trick. I think I've decided that I want it more up here in this corner. So I'm going to take my snips, and I'm just going to snip to remove this piece. You know, sometimes when we're creating, we change our minds, right? So now I'm going to bring this piece back in, and see, that fits much better there. So I'm just going to take my sponge and a little bit of glue. I can place that right over that. I've added some more dimensionals to the back of my eucalyptus, and now we can put it back where it was, but on top of our brass. Look how pretty that's coming. It's such a fun thing to just keep building and playing with. All right, so we have some more pieces. I think I want one more piece of this. Now, I'll tell you, I had a hard time when I was trying to put the rings on. I was like, that is so skinny. How am I supposed to add adhesive to it? And after making all my cards, I came up with a great trick. So I hope that it helps you. We're going to add some more dimensionals to the back of our sentiment layer. Can never have too many dimensionals. I think I So now we're going to put our sentiment layer right back in here. And now to add the ring. So to add the ring to this one, I'm going to just add some glue to my eucalyptus leaves. And then I'm going to set this on. And then we're going to let it dry. And while it's drying, I'm going to show you my other cards. So here's one, almost like the one we just made. Here's another one. Now on this one, I actually added the ring directly flat. There's no dimensionals here. So let me show you a trick. So if you will take your glue and your ring, because I've made a lot of these cards and I have had sticky fingers. So I took the ring and I just I took the ring and I just dabbed it in my glob of glue, and then I was able to place it on the card. And then that way I didn't have gluey fingers. It just saved me, because before I was taking the ring and adding the glue like this. And then when I went to go pick it up, I had glue on my fingers. So this just worked better. So I hope that tip helps you when you're making your cards. So there's that one. Ah, this one is in brown tones. I didn't use the greens. So different, but it's still very pretty. Again, the same concept, cut out some leaves, pop them up with dimensionals, added this leaf piece right here. I love making wreaths like for your front door. And this whole idea reminds me of building on your wreaths. And then how about this one? We turned it this way and it's totally different. We added a little ribbon, and I told you I was going to add a ribbon to that card, but I don't think it needs it. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if we need a bow. So whenever I'm deciding, do I need a bow? Does it need a bow? I just take the project and I hold the bow over it. See, I don't think it needs it. It's like, it wouldn't do anything for it. So not like it did this one and this one. I hope that you love these gorgeous cards that were so much fun to make with those gold hoops. And did you realize that I used brass instead of gold? It went very well with the gold hoops. So I had a great time making these cards, and I hope that you were inspired. And even just the layout, you don't even have to use the hoops if you don't want to, but the layout is a great layout. And when you use my paper saving tip of cutting out that circle, you have a very easy, quick card. Happy stamping, y'all.